to my podcast. I love you, Zach. We're going to be playing some Battlefield. We're going to be talking about some relevant and maybe even some irrelevant. And first of all, we wanted to start off with, by the way, we're going to be joined by Griffin, Zach, and Nima. Griffin is my new friend who I met today, and I guess he's pretty cool. I mean, he hasn't tried to, like, rape me in the shower or anything, so I guess that's a plus. Or a minus, depending on how you look at it. But, so...
in the description.
Yeah, I might link it. I don't know. I'm pretty lazy about that stuff. I don't even link.
I won't mind.
Nima works for me. Nima works for my gaming channel, and I don't even.
Asshole.
Well, it's Montage Gaming. You work for Montage Gaming, and I own Montage Gaming. So technically.
I'll join your guys' Minecraft Let's Plays.
So if this thing ever becomes big, does that mean you're gonna get paid
on your Minecraft Let's Plays?
Yeah, we'll get paid eventually, but we gotta get big first. You know what? Just chill. Nima, just chill.
I wanna get paid.
Okay, anyway. So, the first... Anyway, I'm probably gonna forget to link you, just remind me later. The first topic we're gonna get to is the one that I know Nima wants to get to, and I know a lot of people have been talking about, and that's that Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront is gonna be coming out in November, correct?
Yes, it will.
November
and, don't worry, me and Nima have both already pre-ordered it. And if you haven't seen the trailer, go ahead and pause it right here and go look at the trailer because it looks absolutely amazing. It's owned by EA.
Specifically look at the gameplay trailer, not the cinematic trailer.
I wouldn't run there, Millard.
Oh god. But it runs on a DICE engine, so you can already tell that it's going to be beautiful. I mean, you've seen this game before, and you've seen every other game that DICE engine has been on, and it looks like another DICE game. It looks great, and the gameplay looks amazing. It looks like it's going to be one of my favorite games that I've ever played. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront, being a kid who grew up on that franchise, it looks amazing, and I know these guys probably grew up on it too. And
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2. I have that game on PSP still. That is my favorite game ever.
I actually like the first Battlefront better than the second one.
The first Battlefront was okay. It was a lot different than Battlefront 2, and I played Battlefront 2
Battlefront
first.
2 because I can actually play it on Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start off. I'll let Nima start it off since I know he's been he hasn't stopped talking about it. What are your first thoughts on what you've seen from the game so far?
Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah.
Well, like at first when I first saw the trailer, like.
Well, like what are your thoughts on it right now?
I'm shitting myself.
Thanks for being so specific.
I'm really happy, but I wish that the multiplayer count wouldn't just be 40 people.
Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from with that.
Well, I have something to intervene on that. If you've played any of the other Battlefront games, you know you have. It had a thing where a lot of the actual people, since it was really strained, it had a lot of strained servers. A lot of those players are going to be AI, so you're still going to have like 100 AI players additional to
the AI thing is only for the fighter squadron mode. You have 10 versus 10 and 20 AI. 10 on your side, 10 on the other.
You remember how Battlefront 2, a lot of it was just AI, like even on the
yeah, but that's not anymore now. Like DICE is doing their own thing with it. Check it out more.
There you go.
I spawned in the wrong area.
So you think that it looks amazing and all that. So let's move on to Zach. What are your thoughts on it so far? Have you pre-ordered it? Are you gonna get it?
I'm probably gonna get it, but I'm still kind of with
on the fence.
I'm probably gonna get it.
You want to see some like actual more gameplay before it comes out?
I mean, because after a whole lot, I'm just kind of like, no, I'm talking about like actual gameplay from like other people, not from the directors or anything. I don't want that. If it looks good, and I've played the other Battlefronts, and they were awesome. Like, I loved both of them. But I didn't really play the PSP version, so I don't know how that is.
It was a little different, but it was fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. It was shrink down by a smaller scale, but I mean, it was still amazing. So the
Was it on a smaller scale?
I think it was on a little smaller scale. Anyway, let them continue. Go ahead.
But once I see some gameplay, I'll kind of roll it over in my head, think about it, and I'm pretty sure I'll get it though.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I will get it.
And I'm gonna go last, so we'll move on to Quickscope. What are your thoughts on the game so far?
I'm gonna take the same standpoint as Zach almost, is the fact that gameplay that we did see in the trailer, as much as it was very, very good, it still had that. It was definitely designed to, like, that was a played out sequence that they decided to do. So like they showed everything off in that one thing. But that means that I don't know. Hopefully the gameplay still flows along that kind of sense, like how the original did with the large scale battles. Like you could see like the AT-ATs walking across Hoth, and then you could actually like go around with the chains and like take them down from the fighter jets. I forget what they're called at the moment, but
they're
like snow speeders.
Snow speeders.
Snow speeders, yeah. Like I don't want the gameplay to be restricted like that. I hope it's not linear like the battles are. Like how that battle was definitely linear that they showed.
Yeah.
Really, until I get my hands on the game, I really can't have any opinion besides that it looks amazing. And I hope the best because it is Battlefront and Star Wars is one of my favorite movie franchises. So hopefully they get it right, but you never know with DICE. I mean, they've flopped a couple of launches in the past, so you never know.
So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off, and I'm gonna reiterate what I said. And like I said, it is a DICE, and it's running on the DICE engine. And honestly, the graphics look a lot similar to this game. And I say that especially because I saw the Hoth graphics, and we're outside here in the snow, and it actually looks kind of similar. And I mean, like you said, it's DICE. It's a hit or miss. It could end up being Battlefront, or it could end up being Battlefield 4, or it could be Battlefield Hardline. I mean,
Hardline.
Like, there's such a big gap, and I mean,
I really wouldn't compare it to Hardline. I would, if you're going from like Battlefield 4 or comparing a launch like that, I would say like it's more along the lines of like.
Can I get a revive?
Yeah, it's a smaller DICE game. Like Bad Company 2, I think had a smoother launch.
yeah.
Like hopefully it's got like the same netcode, like that good netcode, faster ticks. But I mean, you never know since it's going to be such a large scale game.
Yeah. And then I'll also say that a lot of the game's also going to depend on the community and whether we get a good community like you get a lot of times on PC gaming, or if we get the Xbox community who's just a bunch of dicks and can't let us be happy or anything. And then
I agree with that. Fuck Xbox.
Also, you're gonna have to worry about the gameplay. I mean, yeah, we know that it's gonna look pretty because we've seen it. It looks amazing, and the gameplay, or the community is gonna be probably pretty decent. I mean, PS4 communities are normally pretty decent, but you're always gonna have that hidden factor of the gameplay.
On the graphics.
Okay, you can go ahead. I'm done.
Like with graphics though, like any game can look pretty. Like as we've seen with Battlefield 4, it's gorgeous compared to every other game that was released. But sometimes graphics can strain the game, like netcode and stuff, because of the fidelity. Hopefully they strain back a little bit less and focus on the game more than the actual graphics. Graphics really isn't everything as far as gaming goes.
But I mean, graphics. It's not saying graphics aren't important either. I mean,
no, I'm not saying
like if this,
aren't important.
like I would still play this game if the graphics were a little worse. But I'm not saying I would play this game if it was like cartoony graphics and it was like, what's a good example? PlanetSide 2?
Here's a good example for me. Like I love Borderlands, and its art style is a little bit different. Graphics
yeah, that's a good example.
Like, and I love Borderlands to death. The gameplay's amazing. Like, it's all about gameplay, but it also depends on graphics. That's got a more artsier style, so it can be appreciated more. But like, if they go, because I mean, really, you really can't mess up Star Wars graphics, though. I mean,
I mean, don't go that far. I'm sure you could find a way to mess them up.
That's like, you know, Battlefront 2, it still looks good. It still looks decent. I mean, it's no like Last of Us or something like that as far as graphics goes, and but
yeah, you there?
Yeah.
I thought he just like cut off. So I guess we'll some really good points there, and I don't want to spend the entire time talking about Battlefield. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, there's only 4 planets in the game.
Only 4? Wait, what 4? Hoth, I know, is in it.
Hoth, Tatooine, Celeste, and Endor.
I mean, those are still 4 pretty good planets.
There's gotta be more.
They're gonna add them in as DLCs. That's what they're gonna do.
There's 4 planets, but there's more maps in the planets.
Because I mean, like, think about it. Like, you have all the ones with the clones and the droids. Like, you have to have more maps.
I think they'll add in like planetary DLCs.
That's another thing that pisses me off. There's no prequel era in the game. It's just the original trilogy. There's no Republic. There's no droids. There's no, you know, Order 66 thing happening.
Yeah,
I love the way you said that.
My favorite playable characters in the games. Like,
I wanted to be Anakin Skywalker, go into that Jedi temple and just go to town, killing the scum that is Jedi.
Remember being like the droid echoes with the shields in Battlefront 2? And, like,
yeah.
being able to roll around, like,
what I've heard, I think I heard what I heard from them.
Or
is
like
they
the
plan on
Wookiees. You remember you
making
could play as the Wookiees? I forgot about Wookiees.
They'll have Wookiees, won't they? If it's the
let's
original trilogy?
Yeah. What I heard is what they're doing is, they're like, oh, the next game we might do prequel, like this game will be original trilogy. When they come up with the second one, there might be a mix, or it might go full on prequel era. From what I've heard, EA's not really a big fan of the prequels, so that's why there's nothing, you know, battle droidy about it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the talk for Star Wars there. Some very good points that we made. We're going to go ahead and roll right into the talk on Black Ops 3. And I don't even want to start off this conversation. I want to let Quickstep go ahead and start off this one. What are your first thoughts on what we've seen so far and everything? Because I know you're probably itching over there to get a go ahead.
Well, my thoughts on Call of Duty. I have a history with Call of Duty as far as games go, and everything up till Black Ops 2 I played seriously, and then Ghost happened.
Ghost was a joke.
And then Advanced Warfare happened. And I'm not saying Advanced Warfare was not innovational. Really, it wasn't that innovational, because I mean Titanfall came out before that, so I think they had tried to take back some of the Titanfall sales. But I mean, basically, I don't like how, because Treyarch has always been my favorite Call of Duty company, as far as zombies go, and the fact that they're taking and going on futuristic people again, like, I don't like how it's getting farther and farther in the future, and they're taking away, like the multiplayer's dead. Call of Duty multiplayer is dead for me at this point, because it's too futuristic. But if they get the zombies right, I may purchase it. If they don't add all like that Exo Zombies crap like they did in Exo Zombies, then I would probably purchase the game. But I don't know. Only time will tell. I don't really have much to say on Call of Duty.
So, Zach, go ahead, because I need to go last, because I have a really in-depth thing.
I am honestly scared to even talk about it, because Ghost was so horrible. I mean, I didn't buy Advanced Warfare because of Ghost. I honestly wanted to buy Advanced Warfare, but because of Ghost, I was like, it'd be a waste of money.
You weren't really missing out that much.
But I'm probably gonna buy it after I see gameplay like Battlefront.
Holy crap, there's like 40 people out there. Nima, go.
How many freaking flashbangs are there?
Oh, with Black Ops 3?
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's
right.
all I'm gonna say about it, because honestly, I'm scared to talk about it.
Yeah,
okay, now you can go, Nima.
Franchise.
Like, I'm iffy on Call of Duty right now, and from what I've seen, like, I don't like the way the story mode looks, because they're like, going more open worldish, I guess, with it. I don't really like that much.
They're going back to a World of War type thing because there's co-op in the campaign.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's just I've seen multiplayer again for it, and it's got something like the exosuit, but you can't jump really high, I don't think.
I'm actually gonna explain what I think that thing with the exosuit parts is, because I have a pretty good theory of what that is.
I'm sick and tired of them doing future. I just don't understand why they can't.
That's my point of view. If they went back to World at War, or even like the Iraq era of our country,
I would be happy with a Black Ops 1 type thing.
Black Ops 1 is my all-time favorite Call of Duty.
Mine's still gotta be Modern Warfare 2.
Mine's at War.
I'm going back real old school. Mine's Call of Duty 2, the big red one.
That was a really good one too. I'm actually gonna play that later tonight, probably. Nima, you have anything else to add?
Yeah. Yeah, I pre-ordered the Hardened because it's fair, because I like Call of Duties. But if they fail me this year, I don't know if I'll be back next year, because I've needed the past 2 Call of Duties, and if they do future again, I might just say fuck it. So hope for the best.
Okay, so you good?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nima actually brought up 2 really good points that I wanted to hit on. One is the thing that if he said anymore, that's gonna be a big thing, because everyone knows Ghost was not a big hit with the Call of Duty community, and Advanced Warfare wasn't huge, and it was half and half. Half the community liked it, half didn't. I feel like if they don't hit it like big with this game, it might be the end of like the Call of Duty reign of terror, I like to call it, because like Call of Duty has been this dominant game franchise for so long, and the last 2 games have both been misses with the community, and there's not really much they can do. If they fail 3 in a row, it's gonna start to hurt them. And then, I mean, you guys agree, right?
Yeah.
And then the other thing,
I actually have a theory about Call of Duty, and it's actually kind of sad. I mean, when you think about it, Call of Duty is one of those games that are never gonna die out, because you're gonna have those hardcore 10-year-olds who think they're such gamers that just are gonna keep fueling these companies just to keep making these crap games. And the thing is that they can't make the crap games because 10-year-olds don't care. The people that buy them, who are like play Call of Duty and make money off of it, it's just bait. Like, they get so much money, like, it's never gonna die off. They can make the worst game possible, and it's gonna keep going, just like Ghost. But coming back, Ghost still sold so many copies compared to other games. It's like, it's not giving the third-party companies, like the tinier gaming developers that are making great shooters, bigger chances in the gaming industry, because there's so many space taken up by Call of Duty.
Exactly. And then, like,
and even Battlefield at that, because I mean, DICE got away pretty big with that horrible release of Battlefield 4, because that could have ruined them. That literally could have ruined them. Like,
I feel like DICE is gonna take over this year.
I feel like
after Battlefield 5.
I feel like after Hardline, actually, they're gonna hit it big. Because I mean, it's gonna be after Black Ops 3, and if that's a miss, everyone's gonna come over to Battlefield.
This, if Battlefront goes big, DICE is going to be bigger than Call of Duty. Activision.
Well, exactly, and then everyone's gonna want to buy the DICE games, and we're back on Star Wars again.
Yeah. Well, I looked at the Battlefront trailer, like first trailer, or no, the second one, the gameplay reveal trailer. And the Battlefield 4 trailer, Battlefield 4's got 2 million viewers, Battlefront trailer's got like fucking 14 million viewers already.
Yeah, because even people that don't really play video games that much anymore, like the older people that have PS4 for their kids, they're gonna buy it. It's a nostalgia factor, and it's gonna be, I predict that it's gonna be the #1 game sold in 2016.
And think about this.
In 2016.
Even if the game was rated M, it's Star Wars.
Kids are gonna be begging their parents
for it. But it got canceled. It was gonna be Star Wars 1313.
Oh yeah, the Han Solo. No, the Bounty Hunter game. It's not Han Solo.
Yeah, it was gonna be the main character in the game was supposed to be Boba Fett. But the
that would have been awesome, dude. I love Boba Fett.
Rip
I love
Boba
Fett
Fett
too.
Or rip Jango
Yeah.
Fett. But
I played that game a little.
we're getting off topic.
Sorry,
Anyway,
Jango Fett.
going back to Black
Call
Ops
of
3,
Duty.
the other thing I wanted to say about with what you guys were talking about with the exosuits and you didn't really know is if you watch that trailer and you can watch the thing and the guy blinks and all of a sudden it's night vision. So what I think it's going to be is it's not going to be really you have a suit. I think it's going to be in you. And like your eyes, and you have perks on like body parts. So like you can have lightweight or something that makes you run faster, and you can have a perk in one arm and a perk in the other, and you like put night vision inside of your eyes. Like I think you're gonna be kind of like a cyborg type thing. I don't know if like that's a crazy idea, but that's just what I was thinking with it. But yeah. So any closing thoughts on Black Ops 3?
I just hope it's gonna
I
be.
can't.
I'm not gonna get it unless there's some gameplay from actual other
You told
people.
me you were gonna get that day one.
If I see gameplay of it.
Are any of you
If I
guys
see
gonna get the Mad
gameplay
Max
of it,
game?
day one I will get it. No.
Teabag
gonna
/
Fallout?
shotgun / heat. Okay, Fallout's actually what we're going with next. Let's talk about probably one of the
Oh
other
my
more
God.
hyped games of this year, Fallout
Okay,
4.
no. Screw that. Fallout 4 is the most hyped game of the decade.
No,
No,
Battlefront is
that's
the most
Battlefront.
hyped game of the
That's
decade.
Battlefront.
Fallout 4 is
Well-
the second most hyped game of the decade.
Not if you look at the factor of the company.
No,
'cause
there's
think about
no
it,
way.
Think
There's
about it,
no
though. No,
way
think
anything's
about it.
beating Battlefront.
The
this year.
gap. No, but think about it though. If
Do you know the gap between Battlefront 2 and Battlefront now? It's almost.
well, no,
10
it's
years.
not the
That's
gap
at least
between
8
the
years.
of games. It's just like since it's Bethesda though. Like Bethesda hasn't released a huge title like this since Skyrim, and like
And Skyrim was a
Skyrim
great
was
game.
hyped. Yeah,
Or
Skyrim
they,
was so.
they released Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh yeah, they
yeah, the
released
Elder
Elder
Scrolls
Scrolls
Online
Online.
sucked. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's actually
for that.
okay now that they've got all the glitches and crap worked out in it.
What I heard about Elder Scrolls Online was that people said it didn't feel like an Elder Scrolls game. It just felt like
It doesn't. It really
Another-
doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. It feels
Elder
more like a World of
Scrolls-
Warcraft.
See, the thing with Elder Scrolls is that the whole thing why Elder Scrolls was so popular, in my opinion, was that you really feel like you are saving this world. Like,
You're by yourself, and it's
Uh,
just
hey,
yeah, like
okay,
you feel
let's
like
put
you're
it-
single-handedly saving this world, but with the online component, you're not like that important because there's still thousands of people beside you that are fighting the same thing.
Let's put a
Yeah.
cap on this, on the Elder Scrolls for a minute. I actually will come back to it because that's one of the, I mean, it's a small thing I want to get to, but like we were saying, Fallout 4 being super hyped.
I pre-ordered that shit already.
Who all's getting it? Are we all getting it, I'm assuming?
I'm ready.
I
Yeah,
am most
we're all
likely
good.
getting it, yes.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm not even gonna watch a
So
single
ready
review.
for
I'm gonna
Fallout
buy it
4.
because Bethesda.
I don't even care about seeing gameplay of it. I'm probably
I
gonna
buy
get it.
anything made by
Because-
Bethesda immediately.
I'm for real.
Fallout 3 is one of my most favorite games of all time. I fucking
I
love
don't know.
that game.
I kind of like the medieval times better than the
Skyrim.
Am I the
Skyrim
only
was
person-
Better.
Go
Why
ahead.
do you keep going
Oh,
back
God.
to Skyrim? Oh shit!
Let's stay off of
Guys, I
Skyrim for
don't
like
know.
5 minutes. Zach, behind you!
I'm dead.
So, am I the only person who actually kind of liked New Vegas?
I
I hate
didn't
New
like New
Vegas.
Vegas that much.
I'd never played it.
Yo,
I
that's
mean,
so nasty.
it's
Oh, there's
different,
a-
but I mean,
It
it's
was-
not terrible. Everyone always like hates on it so much.
It was.
No. The thing is that
It was
the
so.
difference
I get
compared to. It's not Fallout 3 at all.
Yeah,
Like it
and-
doesn't have that factor that Fallout 3 had.
But I mean, like, I think
Did you-
with Bethesda, they didn't want to just make Fallout 3 into the next game. I mean, you have to
No,
make it a
I
little
think
different.
that they should have. I think what they should have done is saved and made more money with that game. was added as like an expansion pack where it was added in addition to the map. Because the whole point of Fallout though is like it's supposed to be a barren wasteland. You can tell
I know,
that
but that was just Fallout New Vegas was just too much wasteland. It was too empty.
Yeah, and like the city was very annoying to navigate. The characters weren't that good. It's very buggy.
The one thing I didn't like, and I'll agree with that, is the characters were really annoying and buggy, and just like I didn't really like them.
And
like
yeah, exactly. The characters were like I prefer the characters of Fallout 3 over the characters of Fallout New Vegas any day.
This is Free Dog, and you're listening to Galaxy News Radio.
But yeah. So Fallout 4 comes out in November as well. Nima, am I correct?
Yeah. November 10th.
Yep.
Okay, so November 10th.
All three of them come out in like 1 week. Call of Duty about the week before Fallout. Then after that.
Of course it does, because they want to beat. Call of Duty's actually really smart in doing that, and I'll say it because they're going to be the first one sold, and I doubt most people are going to get all three because that's $180 right down the hole.
Actually, no, they're not smart though. If I could just touch on one thing.
Watch EA be bastards and be like, we're gonna release the same day as Call of Duty.
Dude,
what happens with Call of Duty is that since Fallout 4 and Battlefront has been worked on for 4 or 5 years at the most.
No, not Battlefront. No.
Maybe not Battlefront, but definitely Fallout.
Fallout's been being worked on since New Vegas was released. That's how Bethesda works.
Yeah, they were working on it before they even started. I guarantee before.
Before they even released New Vegas, they probably had a team starting and like researching and just like.
This is how big. Think about it. Call of Duty's gonna be rushed out because it's Activision, just like EA does that with Battlefield and stuff like that. They rush it out to get competitive. And when that happens, more bugs get into the game, more glitches, walls, and the character and AI and stuff like that, and it messes up the game. That's why it's gonna take their time. So by rushing out a game, trying to beat other people, it ruins your game. In my opinion.
But you also have to remember, Battlefront's gonna be a lot bigger of a game, like.
Well, that's that they don't understand.
And then Fallout 4
is that. Think about it. There's no way Call of Duty's even coming close to the sales of Battlefront. There's no way. No way.
I don't know, man.
There's no way though, because.
And Fallout 4 is gonna crush Call of Duty too. But
yeah,
the thing is, Fallout 4 is a different audience too.
Did you hear this? I was reading. They were talking, I think, to the head designer of Fallout 4. He said that you could play the game for 400 hours, and you'd still not see everything in the game.
Exactly.
And that's the difference between Call of Duty and Battlefield, and him saying that they've worked a lot less time on Call of Duty, but you also have to remember, think about how much bigger of a game Fallout 4 is going to be.
Content.
Like, it's going to be hours upon hours upon hours of content.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, like you have to fully immerse yourself pretty deep into the game before you even discover a quarter of the world. Like,
oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, speaking of a big world, you know of a game I'm really waiting for?
No Man's
yeah, No Man's Sky. I cannot wait for that game.
Dude, that's gonna be so awesome. That should be our next
great.
topic. That should be our next topic. No Man's
What
Sky.
game?
No Man's Sky.
No Man Sky?
The indie game.
No Man's Sky. It's an endless. It's basic. It's
yeah, there's
endless,
like fucking billions of planets. The guy said you could play this for your whole lifetime and you'd still not be able to explore the whole game.
I've never heard of it, so if you guys want to quickly touch up on it, go ahead.
Okay, who else is hyped for it?
Okay, so you want to help me with the description of this game?
Okay.
It's like
it's basically what it is.
It's like a Star Wars.
It's kind of like that. Basically, there's an endless world where you have your own spaceship and you go and you explore planets. each planet is maybe takes about 2 hours if you want to see everything on a planet. There's millions of planets.
Like,
you'll never see the same planet again if you don't like have it marked. So if you pass off a planet, the likeliness of seeing that same exact planet again is never going to happen. Each planet's randomly generated, but you're in a world with multiple people, so 2 people could be on the same planet at once. And like the world's gonna be massive. It's gonna be completely online. Apparently, I don't know how true that is, but
I've heard the guy. He said that online will be implemented, but he said that the world's gonna be so big that it's gonna be near to impossible to find your friends.
Yeah,
he did. I thought I read that too. He said it might launch as online, but he's like.
And also another thing about it is that each planet has a life form that's unique to the planet, and there is combat in the game.
Are you serious? Each planet having a life form of their own?
Some type of life form.
That's unique to that planet. But some life forms will be on different planets, but each planet does have a unique life form.
So what? Is every planet you go to going to be hostile, or is there going to be some planets that are peaceful?
Some planets could be hostile if there's combat, and then some planets could not be hostile. They could be like planets with just plants, and then there could be like ones with like carnivorous like creatures on it, and you never know.
Oh God, that.
Are there any other intelligent species?
Yeah, there is.
Probably.
I'm sure. I mean,
and it's not a big game. Like it's not a AAA game. It's an indie game. There's like a small team working on it, but
yes, AAA, and it also has like a really cool feature. I think is that you can actually scavenge the planet to hunt for fuel and stuff for your vehicle, and like it shows another necessity of like you could do like stay here and travel, but you're thinking about passing up this planet that you see, where you could be like low on fuel and materials. And so you could be like, well, I guess I have to go to that planet. You need to explore a planet and maybe see a cool life form that you'll never be able to see again. So it gives that extra necessity to go travel to that planet. I think it's going to be a very innovational game for gaming and something different that we have.
Now, can I ask real quick? Is it coming? It's coming out in console, right? It's not like.
Yeah, it's coming out for PS4.
PS4.
How much is it going to cost?
I don't know.
Probably.
$20 probably.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a lot.
What's it called again? No Man's Sky or Nomad?
No Man's.
It's a definite purchase.
With an
S. It might be the most. When you think about it, though, it's probably one of the most innovational games that on console, and like nothing's been done like that before. Something that big, and it's gonna be a good break from fast-paced shooter games, race car games, and stuff like that.
I'd hate to say something.
I mean,
can I say
nothing against like those fast-paced shooters and race car games, because I love those and I love playing those.
No,
I'm sure you guys love watching those. But
it's a good difference, like something a little more peaceful and calming. Maybe something a little more, like, because the thing is with gaming now, it's becoming too much of the same repeated things over and over again. That's why I am a strong supporter of the indie games.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a strong supporter of indie games too. And like, have you played Limbo?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I think that gaming needs more of that kind of stuff. That's a little bit more innovational along the lines of that.
And then especially like,
I do love shooter games. There's nothing I like better than just flying around in the solar system that I've never seen before.
And then
it was awesome.
One of the things that I really especially have always loved is indie horror games, and just like because they're so different than playing like Outlast. And don't get me wrong, Outlast is a great game, and I want to get it and I want to record it for you guys. But I mean, like, it's just so mainstream. It's like it's not the same as playing a game with like those arcadey graphics and just like creepy music, and it relies more on it relies more on less on the jump scares that you can have when you have good graphics, and it like uses ambiance and stuff. And what are you okay?
Yeah. A good example of an indie game that has become mainstream and shows how much
Daylight. Is it Daylight? Yeah.
No. Not. It's not a horror game. It's just a good example of an indie game that got big because it was innovational. Rocket League.
Rocket League, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's such a big hit. Like nobody. I would have never expected that, but I mean, as much as I love that game, I would have never expected it to get that big based on its gameplay, but it's addictive.
I know.
And it has that factor that you want to come back and play for a couple hours. Like
A good example of a horror game, I bet you can guess what it is. I'll give you a hint. There's 4 of them.
4.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
I don't know. It got kind of old after the second one.
I think that franchise, as much as I
Five
have
Nights at
respect
Freddy's.
for, like the thing is though, like towards the end of it, I can kind of see that he was just trying to milk it. Because
Well, no,
he was,
because
they're
like,
making a
you haven't seen. Have you seen any gameplay for Five Nights at Freddy's 4? It's actually
I think
completely
it's
different.
falling.
It's
No,
Yeah,
like
but it's not completely different when you think about it though. It's the same type of
I know, but like
thing.
all the other games, it relied on like sight and cameras, and I mean,
Cameras.
yeah, it's a lot similar, but like this game, it was almost entirely based on sound. And I know that doesn't sound like it's a big difference, but I've played that game, and when you play it, it's
Well, no, I'm
a
not
lot
saying
different.
that though. I'm just saying like, because at the end, if you look at all like the teasers, he's saying that it's going to be released this date and that date, but he releases it way earlier than he does, and it kind of catches people off guard, and it's more like he's just trying to milk it as long as he can before it's gone. Like he says that Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is going to be the last one, but I doubt that.
He said Five Nights at
He
Freddy's
said that
3
about
was
the
going to be the
second
last
one.
one. No, he
Yeah,
never
didn't
said
he
it
say
about
that
the
about the
second
second
one.
one?
He said it about the
Oh,
third
okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, and he's getting a movie now. Like that's a little bit extreme in my opinion.
Now it's falling.
Yeah, now it's definitely falling. But yeah, so
Yeah, the movie, I hope they get that right though. That's a movie game.
it could be a cool movie. Like, don't get me wrong. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Tower! Oh fuck! I died.
Why did I
Tower
spawn
killed
on
me.
you, Nemo? But yeah, so yeah, indie games.
Trusted.
What were we gonna go back to? Oh yeah, we were gonna go back to the Elder Scrolls Online and how badly Bethesda missed that. I
never
guess.
played Elder Scrolls. Well, I did
Quickscope,
play
you can
Skyrim.
go ahead and take it first because you kind of brought it up.
On what? What are we talking about now?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Me, Bethesda fan myself, I was very disappointed of what they brought to the table, and it's not that it's not that it's a bad idea. It's just how it was delivered. Like,
Poor execution.
The amount of, poor execution. Like the content was as much. There's a lot of content, but the glitches, like you would have to like leave areas multiple times because bosses wouldn't spawn because somebody already killed them. Like that kind of stuff annoyed me, and it kind of turned it into like more of like I think it was trying to take like the ideas from like a Blizzard game, like, and like I said before, Skyrim is about you yourself being immersed in this game and saving this world that you have discovered and haven't found everything in it yet, collecting all these items and delivering items to people. As much as that sounds like a dubious task, you just meet people along the way on that journey, and it's kind of an experience that a lot of games don't have, and can only be experienced through games like that.
I can really agree with that. Especially, and I know a lot of people might like not agree with this. Like, you say that, and most people probably think of especially Skyrim, but I thought Oblivion was really good about that.
Oh, Oblivion. I liked Oblivion better for a long time.
Yeah, like I started playing Skyrim recently. Like I just got my Xbox fixed, and it really disappointed me. Like I thought it would be more like Oblivion, but it's not. And like Oblivion was a great game.
Once you get into Skyrim though, like once you beat the story and start doing side quests like the Dark Brotherhood and all these great side missions like that immerse you into the game, the Assassin's Guild.
Skyrim was my first Bethesda game. I didn't play Fallout 3. I played a little bit of it, but I didn't actually get immersed in it.
Like,
I got
thing is though with Bethesda, I feel that they might be dying out in the next couple of games. Not because they're a bad studio at all though, it's because
They're a great
newer
studio.
generations of gamers. newer generations of gamers don't tend to like that because newer generations of gamers that started playing games at like 10. Like, I know it seems like I'm bashing on Call of Duty a lot. Like, since
it's
that's like
okay.
the only game.
Bash on Call of Duty all you want. It's a great game to bash on.
Since like they just grow up playing Call of Duty, like my first game that I ever played because I was like little when my dad got an Xbox. The first game I ever played was Halo. And
yeah,
as much as people say Halo is just a Call of Duty, it led me to more games. Like more with racing games and but like all these smaller games that like different genres, like MMORPGs are gonna die out eventually. But
well, I want to attest to that. I don't think they're gonna die out. I think they're going to be reborn and be not so much like a lot of MMORPGs are like medievally. I think they're gonna make them more modernish.
No.
Yeah, I was a big WoW nerd, but I mean,
thank you.
Like, the thing is, like, it's not the fact that they're gonna die out because they're getting old. Like, I love the formula of MMORPGs and like MOBAs and stuff like that. It's just that newer generations of gamers don't respect the things that people from the past generations of gaming do.
Exactly.
It's sad. It's the truth, and it was coming. And I feel if this continues, and I hope to whatever's up there that it doesn't happen, that the gaming industry might crash because of it. Because bigger titles are gonna start having this monopoly. Like EA, they don't understand what they're like, how they just take all these games and just like, okay.
I think his mic died out.
What?
Yeah, his mic died out.
My mic just fell on. Basically what I was saying was that EA is just like, basically like, this game's almost done. It's got like, what was the original beta time? You had 3 months more to fix it? No, we're just gonna release it right now. You can fix bugs later. Like, that can ruin the gaming industry because it's gonna ruin trust in developers. It's gonna ruin the trust between customers. And
Battlefield lost.
It's gonna ruin trust with publishers.
yeah, and the other thing is, it's not even the publisher. Like, it's not even the gaming companies that develop the game. It's the major companies that, like EA and Activision. They basically make the smaller companies like bitch, and just basically tell them, we don't care if your game is gonna have tons of bugs. We just want to make the money now, and we want it as soon as possible. Like, they'll showcase a game at E3 and be like, okay, it's gonna be out in 2 months. There you go, have it. And it comes out crap. So that's basically what Battlefield did. Battlefield 4, its original beta came out a week before it was released. How would that beta help? How would that beta help at all?
I mean,
think about it.
They did fix that a little with Hardline. I mean, how long did it take them Hardline to come out afterwards?
Hardline, they did, because EA knew they were going downhill pretty fast if they didn't have that released on point. I mean, I got into the original beta like 3 months before the beta that came out, and that was like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month before the game released. So, I mean, they definitely did a lot more effort into making that game better. Even though the game sucks, it's better produced.
And let's not lie,
And
Hardline is a terrible, terrible game.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was stupid and I fucking bought. I didn't even play a game yet. I bought the game and I had a $50 card. I was like, I'm not gonna play anything till I install premium, and then play the game. I was like, oh.
And another thing is, like, I don't know about you guys, but I am a big Nintendo fan. And not even like I love like Legend of Zelda and like Super Smash Bros. And stuff like that, like those party games that I grew up with. And
Yeah.
I see that going away. As these kids are maturing more fast now. Like they're getting.
All they want
more-
is like guns and explosions and fast cars.
Yeah, they're not gonna have like that enjoyment of playing Super Smash Bros. With their 4 friends from school.
I still play Super Smash Bros.
I
I
still
know,
play
so do
Zelda. I have my GameCube hooked up in my old. I have my
game.
GameCube hooked up in my grandpa's house when I'm over there, and I'm not playing
I
this.
love
I'm playing
Melee.
Zelda. I'm playing the
I was
Wind
so
Waker on
hyped
my
when
GameCube.
when they released the new Super Smash Bros. Dude, I was so hyped. Like,
Too bad it was on Wii U and it was butt.
no, the one that they released for like the 3DS and stuff. I bought that for 3DS. All I do is play Super Smash Bros. When I go on like planes and stuff.
Ah.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so crap. What was I gonna thing with the? Oh yeah. So real quick, let's go ahead round and ask. Quick personal question, kind of. What was like the first like game or games that you really like that got you into
Remember
gaming?
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed. Which one? Which one? That's important.
Most Wanted and Carbon.
Most Wanted
This
was
is-
the crap.
Most Wanted
is,
was awesome.
I know.
This is kind of a funny story. When I was really little, the first gaming system I had, it wasn't like a real gaming system. It was this thing called a VTech,
The VTech.
and basically, I played that forever, and I thought it was awesome. And then my dad got an Xbox, and then I fell in love with Halo and Forza and all those awesome games. And then I got a freaking Game Boy, and then I fell in love with Pokemon, and then everything happened, and then this happened. Now I'm a PlayStation nerd.
With Game Boy, literally the only game I played was Pokemon.
I played Pokemon
Exactly.
and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon and Need for Speed were the 2 games
Pokemon for Game Boy
that
fans.
made me fall in love
Dude,
with
I
it.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
and
playing
Super
Need for
Mario
Speed
Brothers.
on Game
Super
Boy.
Mario
Boy,
World
that
2.
was-
Yeah.
That was annoying. That was like annoying. And then
Nemo,
I got
what?
PSP, and then I got a PSP and then a DS. Well, I got a DS and then a PSP. And when I got the PSP, I started playing Midnight Club on PSP. Twisted
My
Metal.
most favorite game on PSP was called Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter.
You know they have it for iOS now, right?
Really?
Yeah.
they have it for iOS.
Ah.
I have it.
Nima. What was?
I need to get a PS Vita.
Me and
Yeah.
my friend play it all the time.
I know
Nima,
PS
what was
Vita's not
yours?
the best system, but I just want to be able to put Borderlands
I'm
2 on
trying
the
to-
go.
Monster Hunter Freedom Unite was awesome.
I can't remember which it was. It may have been the original Xbox, and it might have been Star Wars games,
Okay.
or it could have been. It could have been PlayStation 2 in the first Budokai or Dragon Ball Z game.
My first
I think it was Star
my
Wars,
first
though.
Xbox game was Halo 2, and then I went back and played Halo 1, and then I went
Mine
back.
was
My
first
first
Star Wars
Xbox
Obi-Wan.
game was Halo 3.
Star Wars O.
My first
Oh,
Xbox
that's
game was
360.
none because I've never had an
I
Xbox.
meant 3. I never had an Xbox normal. I thought we were just talking about Xbox.
I had Xbox when they were good, before PlayStation took over. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so mine
I had
mine was
a
a couple.
360.
I had a Xbox original, the OG. Man.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, so I had a couple games that really got me into gaming. When I was a little kid, the first system I had was a Nintendo 64, and I would always play the like
Donkey
old Legend of Zelda, like Super Mario World, and Donkey
Kong
Kong.
64.
And
Donkey
then
Kong.
I got a Game Boy, and it was Pokemon,
Pokemon.
Fire Red. Pokemon Fire Red,
Yes.
and I played it
Pokemon
until I got to the
Emerald,
Snorlax,
Ruby.
and I could never move the Snorlax. And it
You had to go find a certain flute, move
I
him out
know.
of the way.
It made me so sad.
And
You know,
I
it
never.
took me forever to find it.
That's the only Pokemon game I never beat. Was the first generation, like Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Blue. And then I got a DS.
I loved Gold.
No, I got a DS, and I started playing Mario again. Then it was Or no, before the DS even, it was Final Fantasy, because my dad had it on his PlayStation 2. It was that, Sly Cooper, which, by the way, I'm really glad they put that on PS4. That game is great.
I just came up with a topic to talk about.
Spyro!
Okay, that might actually be the last topic. And then, the game that, like, finally, like, made me a gamer, I have to be honest, Call of Duty 2. One of the best Call of Duties ever.
I thought Call of Duty Finest Hour was amazing.
Finest Hour I hated with a passion.
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
I
Finest
never
Hour
had
I
it.
hated with a passion.
That's
So
the
what,
only
the
Call of
whole
Duty game
finished
I
it.
don't own.
The
only one.
woman
was
at the
corny.
beginning of the game just irked me so much I didn't want to play.
What do
Who
you guys
closed the
think
door
about
in
the
front
new-
of me?
What do you guys
Me?
think about the new PS Plus system?
Forget you.
PS Plus. I haven't heard about it.
What?
Basically, what they're doing is they're raising the price of PS Plus in September. And what they're
What?
going to do is they're going
What?
to have a... Yeah, it's not going to be by a lot, I don't think. But, yeah, they are. It's a possibility of speculation, but what's going to happen is the PS Plus now we have, like, 3 indie games in a month or whatever.
Yeah.
What they're going to do is they're going to have one indie game every month, and what they're going to do is they're going to have a vote on the Sony
What?
website.
Wait, we're not gonna
Or on
have
the
3
PlayStation
anymore?
Store. No, you'll see. Wait a second. It's gonna be one indie game, and then what they're gonna do is they're gonna have a vote on either the store or the website, I forget. And basically, what it is they're gonna have 3 AAA titles on there. And basically, you can vote for which AAA title you want, and whichever AAA title wins, it will be free. And basically, if the ones that don't win are gonna be sold for a discounted price, just in case
Oh,
you voted
shit.
for one that you
It's
wanted to buy.
actually...
Which I think is good and bad because I do enjoy the indie games, but I do want some AAA titles to be thrown in there. So I think it's a good idea, but people who are die-hard indie fans are gonna not like that.
We're gonna
I
have a
kinda
quicker way in on
wanna
this
just
one,
to-
just so you know. So go
Huh?
ahead, Dima. We're gonna go through this one a little quicker than the previous ones.
Oh, I just rather the indie games because I'd much rather have my AAA games on disc than digital. I just don't.
But when
like
you think
digital.
about it though, like some of like I hope that they don't do any of the shooters, and they give us some free games like
Car games. I would like car games.
be cool like Project Cars. I really want to be
Drive Club, especially Drive Club.
no, Drive Club sucks. That game is horrible. That game's horrible.
You're horrible.
It looks pretty though.
It looks pretty. That's
All I
good.
care about with car games is that it looks pretty.
I care that it sounds good. That's what I care about.
Actually, I
Because
do
it
care
sounds
about sound. I do care about sound.
I'm still waiting for Need for Speed Hardline.
Are you serious right now, or is that gonna be the next Need for Speed?
Need for Speed, the sequel to Battlefield Hardline. Need for Speed Hardline. Cops versus
Except-
robbers.
I said
hope
there
that
need to
they
be more
put Need for
customization
Speed-
with the
I
cars.
want Need for Speed Rivals to be free. I love Rivals. I don't know why I ever got rid of it.
I got him.
I loved Rivals. I don't know.
I
if
got
you
shot
guys-
from behind.
Rivals is my first Need for Speed game. I love it. To
I
death.
can't wait for the new one.
Anyway,
I didn't pre-order it.
let's
I
rope back
hope
in.
they make Gran Turismo like 7 or whatever it's up to.
I would buy Gran Turismo 7 or 8. It would be 8.
The only
NBA.
racing game I play is Need for Speed.
I play
Yeah, I like the
Forza a
arc.
bunch.
I don't really like the simulator racers.
I
I like
do.
the arcade games like Need
I
for
like
Speed.
Forza.
Although I love
I like how
Need for
Forza
Speed, I
is.
like the serious
It's
ones.
an
though,
open
because,
world
like,
game.
I am a huge car fan.
And then Test Drive was a really good made one, where it's open world
Did
and you
anyone
can just
play
go to
Need
races.
for Speed Undercover?
Yes.
Yep.
That game was pretty good.
My
Okay,
favorite
real-
Need for Speed game is the one where it's in the when you have like the cities that you can like. I forget how it works. I think it might have been Carbon. I'm not sure.
Where you're in like Tokyo and you can drive through the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Carbon. Or it might.
I
Yeah.
hope they make a Midnight Club for again. A Midnight Club.
I wouldn't mind a Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift game.
Wait, is Tokyo Drift
I'm
your favorite Fast and
surprised.
Furious
I'm
movie?
surprised they haven't made a movie game for Fast and
I
Furious.
mean, yeah, probably Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift is my favorite.
Hold
Everybody
on,
hates
hold
it,
on,
but I
hold
love
on.
I love Tokyo Drift. Screw people. Anyway, real quick, Zach, weigh in on what you think of the idea for the PlayStation Plus. Zach? Hello? Anyone there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach, weigh in on what you think about the PlayStation Plus idea.
The PlayStation Plus. Like,
Yeah, the idea that Griffin was talking
did
about.
you not hear it? I'll tell you quickly.
they're increasing the price on it.
Yeah, but they're
They're
making it
increasing
to
the
where you
price
get
of
an
what they're
indie
doing.
game and one of 3 AAA titles.
AAA. And
Well,
the
that's
other
actually pretty
2
good.
Okay, so there we go.
And I'll weigh in real
That's
quick.
not too bad.
I'll weigh in
Yeah, what
real
do you
quick,
think?
and I honestly think that's a great idea, and I think I wouldn't mind paying a
'Cause it
little bit
gives-
extra
it
money if
gives
I got
both
an indie game
developers a
and a
chance
triple.
to-
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah, it
mind
gives
paying
both-
a little more money if I also got a AAA title every month.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
It
what are
makes
we
it a
talking
little-
about? Because my dad called.
Okay, it's nothing. We're about to switch over to the last topic
Okay.
of the night, which
Yeah,
is
serious.
another little bit of a different topic. If you could have one game, like any kind of game, specifically made, what would it be?
Game.
We're gonna start off with Zach because he didn't get to start off today.
I would want a game that has some of everything. Like, I want something that has racing in it. Not like GTA or anything. I mean, like, honestly, like, I want something from Need for Speed, freaking Battlefield, Ubisoft, and, like, Bethesda to make a
not
game.
even like a genre game. I just want Ubisoft.
Not even a genre. I just want freaking all their, like, ideas put into one game. One gigantic game.
Watch
And
Assassin Division.
Assassin Division.
I would
Oh wait,
totally
wait,
buy
wait, wait,
Assassin's
I
wait,
Creed.
wait,
wouldn't do
wait,
it.
wait. We're not going on this topic yet because there's one game I forgot to talk about. The new Assassin's Creed game.
I'm definitely getting it.
What's it called, Zach?
Syndicate.
Syndicate. Who all? You
I'm
guys have all
definitely
seen the
getting
trailer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all think of it?
In my opinion, I think it looks better than Unity by a long shot, and it looks
Yes.
better than, and it's gonna be definitely better than 3, and 1, and everyone in between that besides 2 and Black Flag. Because 2 and Black Flag are the best in the franchise, and if anybody
Actually,
says otherwise, they're wrong.
I can't
Black
choose
Flag-
between Black Flag and Rogue. They're both really good.
Am I the only
Black
person
Flag
who
is
liked
definitely-
Brotherhood but hated how short it was?
Yeah.
Black Flag is my favorite Assassin's Creed game because I love pirates.
You know what?
And the
You know
fact that
what
you can
sold me?
swing from ship to ship and just stab people in the throat is awesome, and like hunt sharks and shit.
You know what sold me on Syndicate?
What?
What?
There's a train station in the game.
Yeah.
No, what sold me was that I could finally climb up buildings faster with the grappling hook. Do you know how happy I was to hear about that? I was literally about to cry. Like, I got tired of climbing buildings in Unity. It kept taking way too long.
I kind
the
of
whole
like the
Jack the
climbing.
Ripper, right?
Well, I mean, you can still climb, but the grapple hook makes it faster for taller buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it looks like it could be very, very good.
Yes.
Quick question: What's your
train.
guys' least favorite Assassin's Creed game?
This is gonna upset you guys. My least favorite Assassin's Creed game is Black Flag.
Well, it's fine. My least favorite one is Revelations.
If
Okay.
I'm going by
I,
mainstream ones that were actually big releases, it's gonna be 3. 3 sucked. Connor was so boring.
my people.
Okay, so
Actually,
I
3 was
haven't-
my most favorite.
I have to say I liked 3. But
3 was good. It's
Just
Connor
because
was
that's
like,
the one I started out with.
I'm not saying that this is a bad game because it by no means is it's a bad game, but of all the ones I've played, my least favorite, even though I love the game, is 2.
Go jump in a
I-
ditch.
go.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm
yeah. Yo,
messing.
Ezio's the best character ever made.
I love that
Yeah,
Ezio.
I love
But the
fucking
game,
Ezio's
at
a
least in my
badass.
opinion, the game was very, very, very glitchy.
Although, based on personality that was added to based on like next gen and being able to do more, I think Edward Kenway was probably the most like. I mean, you can't be friends with Blackbeard and not be cool. I mean, like seriously.
Okay,
Sure.
so yeah. So we're all gonna get Syndicate 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway,
I
going
don't
back
know
to
if
our...
I'm gonna get it, but not day one.
I might get
probably.
it used. I might get it used.
I'm gonna get it
I
used
don't know.
because I'm gonna be spending so much money on those 3. There were just 2 of them that we already talked about. So anyway, going back to our last topic of the night, Zach, you were talking about a game that has everything, right?
Yes.
Watch Assassins.
The Assassin's Division, or hold on. What would the name be?
Yeah, you have to name the game too.
Need of Assassins in Skyrim. There we go.
God,
There we
Ezio
go.
driving a fucking
Bugatti.
Bugatti.
in freaking Skyrim-sized maps or something.
Vectria said Pache bitches.
Let's let...
That would be really awesome.
Let's let Nemo go next.
Oh, my game? I would want... I don't know what I want. I want to be last. I have to think about that.
I'm going
Wait,
last.
can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd want survival stuff put into the game too. Like, oh, you need to eat, you need to drink, you also need to, pleasure, before you start getting stressed out and crap. And I
Pleasure.
just,
What
you
do
know what I
by
mean.
pleasure?
Stuff to like calm you down and crap.
You need pleasure.
Yes,
Watch
because
Prostitute
if you
Assassins.
don't,
Yo, you have
There,
no idea
there
how
you go,
creepy
Zach.
that is.
Watch Prostitute Assassins, the video game.
yes.
Prostitute Assassins, the video game.
Need for Prostitute Assassins.
I might as well have just said, just put GTA freaking 5 in there and put Minecraft in it.
GTA 6.
Okay, who's going next?
Just kidding. Quick
Alright,
shot.
I'm done.
Quick scope.
Did you hear what they're doing with Grand Theft Auto
Shh.
6 or what the big rumor is about it?
Shh.
Oh, they're connecting all 3 maps. That's what they
No, they want it to be the whole United States. That's the rumor now. That's going on.
Bruh.
We'll get into that one in the next one. We'll get into it in the
That's
next
actually
one.
leading to my next.
Okay,
Alright,
alright, let's
leading
stick
to
to
what I
topic.
was
Stick to
thinking.
topic.
My game that I would build is it's kind of a simulation game. Like basically what you do is in the beginning of the game, basically you have a bunch of save files that you can make, and basically what each save file is a different life, and basically you have all these different jobs you can apply for, not like apply, but like you actually play this guy. And basically what it is a map of the whole United States, and basically you could be in the military, and if you're in the military you can go like outside the US and fight and stuff like that, or if you're like a cop or something you could go around, or you could be like a gangster. And basically what it is, you could drive basically across the US. It's basically got that crew style feel as far as driving goes. A little bit more simulation though. And basically, you'd play like whatever job you were until you either lost your job or you died. But you wouldn't die before. Basically, it's just like an open world simulation game. It could be whatever. the hell
It's
you
like a life simulation almost.
want. Yeah,
What would
pretty
you call
much.
it?
I don't know.
Home Alone.
What?
I would say. I don't know. That's such a difficult thing to say. I don't know.
Life.
I'd have to think about that. It's a very difficult thing to come up with.
The game of life.
Life of
Well,
Quickscope.
then I would get sued by Hasbro for that.
Right.
The game of death.
Life of.
Life of game.
Huh?
I guess I would.
Yeah, Nemo, go.
I guess I would like a game like Minecraft, but not like just blocks. A whole lot more detail. You could just.
So
I don't
Terraria.
know. No, like you could shape buildings. You could, and a lot more real, like a realistic building game.
Kind of like
like a
Arma.
detail.
Yeah, like
Arma,
Arma. That's
Arma,
kind of what
my
I was
bad,
going
not
for, like
Karma.
Arma type game, just with more detail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say a Star Wars Battlefield game, but I'm
You're
obsessed with Star
You're
Wars. I'm
obsessed.
sorry. I love Star Wars to death. And I was so
Okay.
sad last gen, when there was just like 2 Star Wars games and that was it.
He's gonna make it. He's gonna name his kid Luke.
No, I was thinking of naming my kid Anakin. I really
That'd be
was.
pretty badass.
Okay, so I'm gonna close out tonight's video with mine. So you have all of you heard of the mod for GTA LCPDFR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want a full game of that with a map the size of the United States. So basically, it's
Grand-
like GTA except LCPDFR, where you can be a cop
That'd
and
be
you can
pretty
pull
cool.
and you can pull people over and you
Gra-
can give them tickets and there's just like endless possibilities and like I feel like that would be a really
Grand
good game.
Theft Star Wars. There you go.
Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft
Star.
Star
Yes,
Wars.
yes, I agree. I'm changing my
If I
game
could
to
get in a
that.
TIE
Grand
fighter
Theft Star
and
Wars.
Darth Vader and be like, bitch, I want that X-Wing.
That's
and you use the Force
that's
and pull
time.
them
That's
over.
time. We're gonna cut it here for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. It was actually
Bitch, I
it
want
was a
that
lot more.
X-Wing.
It was a lot
Luke!
more.
Get the fuck out of my vehicle! I'm your father.
It was a lot more fun doing this podcast than I thought it would be.
I'm in
So-
Darth Vader's car.
So thank you guys for
Vroom,
watching. I
vroom.
hope you enjoyed
That's
because
no
for the
song.
first time in a little while I enjoyed recording. It was really fun tonight. I didn't get mad.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just had
Yes.
fun. So thank you guys
Yes,
for
my
watching.
love.
I hope you enjoyed.
I
If you
agree.
did,
Simply,
make sure
simply
to leave a
incredible.
like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll leave a link down for Griff Games. Probably I won't. I'll leave a link down for Montage Galaxy. I probably won't do that either. I'll try to leave a
It's
link
okay,
down there
Always
for
use it.
Zach.
I'll just comment in the video description. It's fine.
Yeah,
Always
yeah,
use
yeah.
a tampon.
And so yeah, on behalf of Griffin, Zach, and Nima, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. And until next time, this is the official Montage Spade signing
Glare
off.
protection.
Peace out.